off-duty lifesaver is set to be honoured with a Brave Conduct Award for saving not one, but 6 lives at sea. In January of last year, Claudia Nallah Hamilton was holidaying near Foster, New South Wales when she spotted 6 black dots in the surf. Armed with nothing but a boogie board, Nallah charged into the unpatrolled ocean and rescued 4 young girls and their 2 fathers.
Please give a huge round of applause for the courageous Claudia Nallah Hamilton. Claudia, take us back to that moment when you realised something was wrong. What happened?
So I was at a family friend's beach house up at Bluey's Beach, and we were all accumulating on the balcony, and actually one of my family friend's fathers looked down the beach, like over the balcony, down the beach a little bit, and he goes, do those people look like they're in a rip? And I sort of popped my head over as well, and I was like, yeah, I think they are. Does anybody have a board? And so they were like, oh, we've got a boogie board downstairs. So I popped it under my arm and I started running down the beach. And at first, I didn't realise that something was wrong. There was a little voice in my head that was like, because I was wearing a bikini at the time, I was like, gosh, I look ridiculous. I don't know who I think I am, like Baywatch or something, running down the beach in a bikini.
How did you manage to save 6 people with only an old boogie board?
Difficult. So I got out there and I did it actually in 2 groups. Once I reached that first group, I didn't actually realise that there was a second group of people. So I rescued a first group, which was 3 little girls and one of the fathers, and I got them onto a sandbank, and I was exhausted at that point, and I was shaking. And then I heard screaming behind me, and it was a second father with his little girl, and he was holding her above the water. So I grabbed the boogie board back off them and jumped back into the water and went to that second group of the father and the youngest daughter.
Wow. Nallah, it sounds like a movie. Like, you're detailing this back. It sounds like an actual plot. Like, have you had time to reflect upon it, and how do you view what you did? Reflecting on it now, I still have quite a visceral response. I remember when I first won the award and people were asking me about it and like asking me to recount the story, and I would start shaking, my hands would start shaking, I would feel my heart start to pump again. So reflecting on it, yes, I feel very excited. Very happy that I was there to be able to be the person to rescue them, and like that I knew what I was doing. But since that point, everybody's just like, wow, that's amazing, that's incredible, you must feel so incredible, you must be so blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm just stoked to be alive.
Oh, Claudia, this is the most extraordinary story. I mean, usually if you manage to save one life, they are indebted to you forever. You've saved multiple lives. Do you feel like you need to call in any favours?
I mean, look, at the time I was too shaken to really, I don't know, comprehend it all. But now I'm sort of thinking, I mean, it's 100 million on the lotto next Thursday. I might buy a lottery ticket.
Claudia, thank you so much for joining us. You honestly sound like the most incredible human, and you've done something so unbelievable that's obviously had a massive effect on you, so we really do appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.